She's multi-talented, award-winning art instructor, I'm just going to tell you. But this is Jessica Armstrong. She's also one of our instructors. She's going to be doing a graffiti class, and she's going to be doing a print making as well. First off, I'm an art teacher Monday through Friday over in Knox County.
Whereabouts?
I'm at Beaumont Magnet Academy, starting my 17th year of teaching art.
Wow.
And then this is something that just kind of grew out of the COVID shutdown, having something to do. And I started with making earrings, and then it just has kind of grown it. I still make mostly earrings, but it's grown into metal stamping, bracelets, rings, necklaces. And then I've lately been getting into like clay and printmaking, and offering those in my booth as well.
Okay, and so what do you teach here at the farmhouse?
So at the farmhouse, I had a class a little while ago with sewing plushies for like kids mostly. We didn't have enough sign up for that, but that's something we're definitely going to offer in the future. And then 2 weekends from now, I've got a graffiti name class.
Oh, okay.
That's going to happen.
Okay. Now, what does that say? Mrs. Armstrong?
Miss Armstrong.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and this was another thing that started, kind of grew out of COVID, doing names in a graffiti style.
Are you a graffiti person? Have you done graffiti before?
Well, I've not done like traditional
notorious graffiti.
Yeah, not like a tagger or anything. But I've always loved the style and the lettering, and just started it during the the shutdown, and that's something that's grown. And so Tammy offered it. She was like, "Hey, I think people might like this." And
so when does that class start?
That's going to be 2 Saturdays from now.
Okay. So if the police see that that style of art around town, they'll know who the teacher was?
Hopefully not.
They can bring some mugshots and have you pick out the culprit?
I'm actually doing a project with my 5th graders where they can create a graffiti style street art scene. And they were joking. They're like, I said, just a disclaimer, like, graffiti is illegal.
You don't condone vandalism.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, so in 10 years we'll graffiti, we love Miss Armstrong on the walls. I was like, no.
Okay. And so aside from graffiti, is that the only class that you teach here?
We are going to offer a printmaking class also sometime this fall.
Okay.
To show sort of a very basic traditional lino cut printmaking.
Did you make those earrings?
I did make these earrings.
Oh, wow. Those are pretty.
Yes, thank you.
That's like a Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah, little hearts. I love hearts. I love butterflies. I love nature, moons, anything that sort of, I don't know. I just kind of create what my soul leads me to create.
That's what the inside of your head looks like, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. I always say that I have a little bit of like creative ADHD because I'm just all over the place. I love everything, and it's hard for me to stick to one thing.
Okay, well that's good. You have multi-talents. All right, and so if somebody wants to sign up for one of your classes here, the graffiti or the prints, what do they need to do?
They'll reach out to Tammy. I think the best way is through phone number on the website, Farmhouse in the Valley, through Facebook, and get signed up for it.
Okay. And you live in Knoxville?
I live in Knoxville.
Okay. All right, let's see some of your earrings here.
Okay, awesome, yeah. So I've got all different kind of earrings. I've got wire wrapped earrings that I wire wrap by hand. I've got resin coated earrings, beaded earrings, vintage earrings.
Hey, I have to ask you something, Miss. What are you gonna do with your what is that thing called? Flamingo. I wanted to say peacock. What are you gonna do with your peacock?
Put it in where my husband don't have to mow because he will not like it. Oh, Brandy.
He'll just have to weed eat around it.
Yeah.
That's an awesome piece, though.
That's pretty neat.
Never know.
Okay, sorry, I had to
No,
ask
you're
about
all good.
that.
That's an awesome piece for sure. I love that.
I sell inside too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have vintage clothing.
Oh, okay. All right, turn around so we can get a free ad. Let's see your shirt.
These are called Genie Made. Here, I'll give you one.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, enjoy your peacock. What was it again?
Flamingo.
Why is that word not? It's like Teflon. It won't stay in my brain. Okay. All right. So sorry about that.
No, you're all good.
You were describing your earrings.
Yeah, so there's all different kinds. I have wood burned earrings, resin coated. Lately I've been getting into trying to repurpose some vintage pieces and incorporating in them to like a more modern piece of jewelry. I've got clip-ons, a lot of clip-on earrings if people need clip-ons, and just all different kinds.
So if somebody sees this online and they think, oh man, I want to check that out, where do they go?
So they can follow me on Facebook, which is Her Art and Soul, all one word.
Right there. Okay.
And then Instagram is at her.art.andsoul. So it's kind of a play on words, her heart and soul, but her art and soul.
And her heart and soul.
Her art and soul.
Okay.
Well, Jeff, this is our fall vendors market here at Farmhouse in the Valley. We have 2 of these a year, spring and fall. We have vendors out on the lawn, some of the best vendors you could ever hope for. We have brunch going on in the cafe at 11:30. We're going to kick it up with barbecue from Braden's. Delicious food here, awesome vendor shopping. The farmhouse is full with consignments of about 20 different people. So it's a big day here in the country. Yes, the brunch is a special deal. This is Connie Reeves from the former Miss B's that used to be downtown Rogersville. She has cooked up, let me tell you, the most amazing, I call it farmhouse breakfast because this farmhouse should always smell like this. Fried tenderloin, biscuits, gravy, breakfast casserole, homemade applesauce, homegrown tomatoes, tea or coffee. All that here until it's sold out, and believe me, it's going pretty quick. Connie is actually one of our teachers, and she teaches a lot of our cooking classes here. We have food and cooking, but she's definitely one of our cooking instructors. The farmhouse is open every Saturday from 10 till 3 for shopping, so don't ever miss coming to the farmhouse.
My name is Kelly with Arctic Bites.
Where are you guys from?
We are actually located in Chucky,
Oh,
Tennessee.
okay. All right, tell me about freeze-dried candy.
Freeze-dried candy, basically what it does is it takes a chewy candy and turns it into a crunchy candy. It will, in our fruits, it retains 97% of its nutritional value. Keeps the same with the candies. We have no sugar added on any of it.
What's the advantage of freeze-dried versus chewy?
My personal favorite of the advantage is that it doesn't stick in your teeth.
Okay. It won't pull your fillings out?
Nope, won't pull your fillings out. It's actually braces friendly.
Okay. Wow. All right. So what are the different options here?
We have anywhere ranging from ice cream all the way down to Jolly Ranchers.
Are those real Jolly Ranchers?
They are. That's what a Jolly Rancher turns into. Makes it puffy. What
do you do to it?
We actually have a freeze dry machine, which is a vacuum chamber.
Okay. Does it freeze it?
It freezes it and then it slowly heats it up, so it pulls all the moisture out.
Okay. All righty. Man, that sounds interesting. How long have you guys been in business?
We've actually only been in business since April.
Oh, okay. What motivated you to get into the freeze-dried candy business?
To be honest, it started off as me prepping for my family. Preparing for that.
Just making snacks for your family?
Yeah, doing stuff out of the garden, vegetables, stuff like that. And then we just decided to make a business. It kind of started out with me doing it. We tried different things at the house. Mushrooms, stuff like that.
Fruit roll-ups?
We have a regular, and we also have stuffed, which are stuffed with Jolly Ranchers.
Cheesecake. What's cold brew?
It is a coffee-flavored caramel M&M.
Okay, caramel bites. Sour wiggly worms. Is that gummy worms? Okay. What's Hello Crunch?
High Chews.
Okay.
We had to change the names for trademark purposes.
S'mores. Astronaut ice cream. Is that Neapolitan? Neapolitan candies?
It is.
Okay. All right. Well, everything looks very interesting and very pretty too.
Thank you.
This would be good Christmas stocking stuffer stuff.
It would.
If somebody wanted to, can they order it?
Yes.
How do you order it?
You can either go through Facebook, or we also have a website now, which is arcticbitestn.com.
Okay. What's your Facebook name?
Arctic Bites.
Arctic Bites.
I'm Jackie, and I have Tennessee tea jars, and I sell loose leaf teas.
Loose leaf teas. I've heard of loose leaf notebooks.
Yeah, these are loose leaf teas.
Okay.
If I can show you.
Sure.
What makes them so good is look at all those pieces in there. So when you put that in your hot water, it opens up and it is a cup full of flavor.
Okay. So I didn't get to look as I was
sorry.
filming. So what? That is actual tea.
That's actual tea.
That's what it looks like for real.
Well, some of it looks a little different. This is the same plant, and
Oh.
it looks different.
How did you do that?
It is green tea. It's when it's harvested.
Okay. So tell me why? What puts you above the other competition in the tea world?
In the tea world, loose leaf tea is flavor. You get a lot more flavor. You also get more. A lot of times you can infuse 2 cups instead of just 1, or you only use a teaspoon instead of maybe 3 or 4 bags. So a lot more flavor. You get a lot more of the benefits, the antioxidants, because tea's really good for you. And all of that, then what you get in tea bags.
Where do you get your tea from?
Teas come from all over the world. Kenya, Sri Lanka, China, everywhere.
They don't grow it in Hawkins County?
No, it doesn't. It should like Tennessee, tea
Yeah.
in Tennessee, but it doesn't.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Have you tried to grow tea before?
Yes. Yeah, I can grow a small plant, but these plants, a lot like apples, it takes years for them to get to the point where you can harvest them.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. And are you based here in Hawkins County?
No, I'm in Pigeon Forge.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. And Jackie?
Jackie Muse.
M-U-S-E?
M-U-S-E.
Okay. And tea is your muse?
Yes.
Or is Mr. Life your muse?
Yes.
No, I just first time I've been here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my first time here,
Oh,
and
okay.
I love it.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to take that out. Sure we have to join on the bottom. Let's just get this.
What are you guys making? What are you guys making?
A stool like that one there. That's that one right there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, I have a question when she gets through with. Okay. Okay, you're ready on this part here. Okay, let's sweep it all the way to the end. Smooth side and a rough side, so you always want your smooth side on the outside.
Oh, okay. Is this your first school?
First stool.
First school, third class.
Yeah.
This is an advanced class.
Okay. What did you learn in the first 2 classes?
One was a small basket for like napkins or gifts, and the other one was a larger scale basket, just to keep all the skills going, so that you're familiar with handling the product, so that you can work with it.
Yeah,
You're not
this-
going to like tear it if you really rough it.
This is advanced, though, isn't it?
Yes.
These are nice. The skeleton is nice.
Yeah. It's a whole lot of fun to take these classes. You can make something.
Yeah. And you'll always be able to look at it and say, I didn't buy that in the store.
Right?
I made that.
We heard springs and screws and whatever flying everywhere. Let's see here.
I did
That's
that.
too close on the corner, because it's gonna come apart. It can
Okay,
have
so come back to here,
come
to
back.
the middle.
Go.
I don't know what all's in the floor over here,
I don't
but
know
it
either.
is.
We're weaving it in, aren't we? To practice.
Right.
I needed a shawl and I ripped that thing up 3 times before I ever got it going.
Yeah.
Finished it, so.
So, what was the inaccuracy here?
Okay, you see how she's got the design, the stair steps are going on top? Okay, underneath, we've pulled most of it out, but she's got the basket weave going, just the
so
over
it's
and
here,
under,
weaves.
under two, all the way through.
Okay.
We want to get the herringbone design
Ah,
on top and bottom.
okay. Well, that's why you're in school to learn.
That's right.
This is where you learn and make your mistakes.
Whacking you with my thing here.
Well, and sometimes when you're first starting a project like this, it's hard to think abstractly or conceptually about what you're doing when you're just starting out with the stitches, because you can follow the pattern, but then you have to turn it over and think in the other direction, top to bottom, bottom to top. And I think that's where I got lost.
Okay, we're ready to get it going.
Okay.
Okay, you went right.
Well-
Remember your steps. You're ready for row 3. You're gonna go under 1, and then over 2, under 2. And you have to watch those joints because you'll think, well, I'm counting 1 there, but it's actually in the back 1.
Yeah.
You have to watch out for those. It's gonna push it down. Every time you do a row, push it down and hang it. And then give it a jerk, like this, to tighten it up.
So this is considered row 4.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
We're gonna go over 2. Okay. And you're gonna do the same thing when you flip it over. Okay, I'll let you go.
Okay.
What are you teaching kids today? The kids. What are you
The
teaching
kids.
them?
Okay, we're teaching the kids chair seat weaving.
Uh-huh.
We're doing their herringbone design.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing today.
Okay.
And they're starting on the stool, which is less complicated than a bigger chair because you have some catching up weave to do
Okay.
when you do a ladder back chair.
Now, do you do this every week, this class, or on a monthly basis? or-
We do 2 classes, usually a month, and it could be baskets.
Okay.
Most of the time it is
So
baskets.
it's just a kind of a coincidence that you're here on craft day. You're here twice a month.
Yeah,
Either way.
yeah, even
Okay.
baskets most of the time.
But it's kind of neat to have an audience come in and
It is.
watch you though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it is neat.